So, folks, do you routinely get your blood pressure in the stratosphere because nobody in this world can drive but you? You want to make a living getting rode like a rented mule? You like driving till you see visions of aliens dancing in the street? Do you like getting harassed by state troopers and getting in lengthy arguments, which you always lose, about a little green book? It's got 1,001 rules for truck drivers. Do you want to drive in some of the worst weather God can throw at you? And seems to follow you around? You just want to give up the family life? Say hell with holidays. How about baseball games, proms, weddings, birthdays, bar mitzvahs. All of it, because them chickens got to roll. Let me tell you, brother, I've got the job for you. You too can be a truck driver. All you got to do is go spend several $1,000s to go to a school that teaches you just enough to be dangerous. Find you a job. And go play dodge the dumbass on the interstate until you figure out how to drive a truck. Or you can go to a big company, become a glorified indentured servant, and sign your life away for a couple years so they can really ride you like a rented mule. And if you can make it through that and not quit, well, you might just make it. Then just think of all you got to look forward to. You got to wait for the economy to completely go to shit before you make anything, before you start making any money. You get to spend the night and try to sleep in some of the finest ghettos in America, where either some guy's going to break into your truck, stick an ice pick in your chest, or something looking like it would come from land of the living dead knocking at your door asking if you want some company. If you live through that part, then you get to get on the interstate with a million other idiots. Run 11 hours, trying your best to stay alive. Just to get to 10 hours, run into a 2 or 3 hour long traffic jam that screws your whole next day up. I'm telling you, if you're going to be a truck driver, you have to have the patience of a saint, the tolerance of the Pope, the driving ability of Richard Petty, and the cussing ability of George Carlin. If truck driving is really what you want to do, You can do it. You can make a pretty good living. But understand, it's not the easiest thing in the world. There's lots of rewards. There's a lot of cost too. I know I'm saying all these things kind of in a joking manner, but everything I've said's got an element of truth to it. You will give up family life. You will give up holidays and special occasions. Not all of them, you'll make a few, but you'll give up a lot of them. A lot of memories you'll miss. You'll do it all for decent pay. Not great pay, decent pay. Unless you're really, really disciplined, you're probably going to give up your health. You know, y'all can't be like me, one big old fine specimen. But I say that in a joking manner too, because I've given up my health. I don't know who made the quote, but basically it boils down to, with great rewards come great cost. And it's pretty much what it boils down to be a truck driver. Yes, you'll have a job that somebody ain't looking over your shoulder all the time. But when you pull in that scale house and old Rocky Raccoon comes out and decides it's time to look over your shoulder, well, you just busted. Cat. And it will happen. And a lot of times in your dealings with him, it will be unfair. But it is what it is. It's part of the job. You'll have to deal with shippers and receivers that think you have nothing but time. They don't care that you got to get home for your little kid's graduation. Or that they're pushing you back so far you can't get your paperwork in to get paid this week. They don't care if you're sick. They just don't care. Welcome to the world. But you got to get through it. You got to do your job. What I'm getting down to with all this, I know it's kind of funny, haha, part serious. If you want to be a truck driver, there's ways to do it. And you can get on YouTube here and you can find 1,000 different ways. You don't need me telling you the different ways. I got into trucking on a WIA grant. Paid for my schooling. I don't even know if they still exist. Know anything about government programs? They probably do. Government doesn't get rid of nothing. But like I say, and there's positives. You get out there, you get to see the world. You get to see the real world. Get to meet a lot of different kind of people, good and bad. You get to kind of feel important because here you are, 20-something years old, and somebody gives you a $150,000 truck, $50,000 trailer, sticks $100,000 worth of freight on it, and say, go over yonder and deliver this by 7 a.m. Thursday. And you do it, and they give you another load, and another, and another, and another. Some good, some bad. You'll definitely learn how to fit a basketball into a Dixie cup. You'll take that truck in places you just never even thought possible. That truck can get in or out. But you'll do it. You'll learn. You'll get experience. And you'll do things with that truck that you just didn't even... Your first year trucking, you never even thought was possible for you to do. But all joking aside, if you want to be a truck driver, go be a truck driver. I did it. I have no regrets. Yeah, I bitch about it. But that's just what truck drivers do. We bitch and moan and complain and lie. And cuss. And a bunch of other things too. We tend to go out and marry women that are stronger than we'll ever be. Raise up kids that are more understanding than a priest for all the time they didn't get with their dad. But in the end, we tend to leave a positive mark on this world. I know this is kind of a rambling, weird video. Really didn't go in the direction I thought it was going to go. I was going to make a big joking parody deal, but it kind of, I guess, got serious. And if you have any questions about what to do, what your next step is, or if you are a new truck driver and you got questions about, you know, should I be putting up with this? Should I be doing that? What's my next move? Shoot them down there. I think you can go to my page and shoot me an email. Do whatever you need to do, and I'll do my best to answer your questions, because I love to help people. Or if you're that driver that's been doing it a few years and you're out there and you at the end of your rope. We've all been there. Where one day is just droning into the next. You know, if you go home, dog's gonna bite you because he don't recognize you. You just don't know what to do. Before you make a quick snap decision and do something stupid, reach out to me. I'll see if I can't talk you off that ledge. Maybe give you some good advice you ain't thought of. Because I've seen all sides of this industry. I've seen the people that's been really successful at it. I've seen the people that's fell flat on their face. And I've seen people that's went down that dark hole. Well, if you do this, that dark hole is a demon you're going to have to fight sooner or later, because it will come out to get you. It's how you deal with that is what kind of person you are. But I've rambled on quite a bit. If y'all have any questions, y'all just put them right down there in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. Maybe make another video about it. I made this video because I said I need to make a video about trucking, seeing as it's a trucking channel, but it seems to be getting drug into our society and politics here as of late, just because I can't keep my big mouth shut when I see something that pisses me off. But we're going to try and make some more trucking videos. Give me some subject matter. Give me something you want to see, something you want to hear about. Something, you know. That's the hardest part about this whole YouTube thing, is coming up with ideas to make videos about. But y'all have a fine day, and I'll catch you on the flip side.